Hello, everybody. I'm Davide, one of the co-founders of Cyrene. We here at Cyrene create innovative retail media solutions with a focus on in-store, so everything that happens in the physical offline world. Our vision is to transfer the web cookies logic from the online world to the offline in-store retail segment. And today it's my pleasure to introduce to you our newest member of the family, the Cap Explorer. Cap Explorer's purpose is to provide retailers, brands, but anyone who uses the retail media network with an interactive measurability dashboard, as well as the ability to interact with our in-store retail media solution, CAP, on different levels. But let's jump right in and see what it can do. Now we'll introduce you to Cap Explorer and the different features of Cap Explorer. We created these videos for you to guide you through the different facets of Cap Explorer and give you in-depth knowledge on how to use Cap Explorer for different purposes. Each section and each video will give you an insight on another section of Cap Explorer. So I will now introduce you to the agenda. So first, I will introduce you to the interface of Cap Explorer in general. Then I will show you how to work with the overview dashboard that greets you when logging in. And then as a next step, I will introduce you to the campaign section and guide you through all the steps to add your own campaign, add your own clip, your own picture, but also request the respective reports. I will also explain to you what the difference between campaigns, pictures, clips is and how Cap Explorer interacts with our in-store technology CAP. Then I will also show you what the capabilities of Cap Explorer are when it comes to retail analytics. And in another segment, I introduce you to the infrastructure adding part, so interacting with the hardware inside of the store. Now I will introduce you to Cap Explorer in general. So what is important to know, there are different ways to access Cap Explorer. We have two different URLs. One is to access our Cap Explorer's demo version, which is the URL I'm just showing you below. And then there is a Cap Explorer productive version, so a live version where should you have a retail media network that is already working with our CAP system, then you can access Cap Explorer through the respective URL. I will also show it below. If you're using Cap Explorer for the first time, you need to set up a user account. For that purpose, you will be added through a Cyrene admin. Simply send us your email address to support@cyrene.de. We'll also show the email address below, and then you will receive a respective email to set your account up. I just started such a process. I will show you. So once we have added your email address, you will receive this respective email. Here within the email, you can click on set up your password. Then you can create a strong and secure password. Please use uppercase and special signs. Then confirm your new password, and then you can access Cap Explorer. Please set up your password within 14 days of receiving this email, because if not, then the link will have expired. So now we click on set up your password. You will be redirected to the page to set up your password, and you can click here to proceed. You need to accept our terms and conditions, and then you can simply create your password. Once you have submitted your password, you can directly go back to the respective Cap Explorer page. So now I've set up a password with the email address demo@cyrene.de and a strong password, and I can log in. Now I'm logged into my Cap Explorer page. I'm greeted by the overview dashboard that shows me my different retail media network stores. I will get into detail a little bit later. But on the left side, you have the navigation bar where you can navigate between the different segments of Cap Explorer. This navigation bar might look different from what you see here. I was now added as a retailer to my workspace, so I can see the overview navigation bar, the campaigns navigation bar, as well as retail analytics. And I can also close my navigation bar if I want to see more of my dashboards and less of the navigation bar itself. Or I can, down below, add or change my password. I simply type in the new password I want and update. And these are basically all the functionalities you need to know to be able to access your Cap Explorer for the first time and also any subsequent time. Should you have ever forgotten your password, so let me quickly log out, then you can click on Forgot Password, add your email address, and get instructions. And then you will receive an email to change your passwords. It's easy as that. So thank you for listening to the general part, and tune in for the next segment. Now I will introduce you to the overview section of our Cap Explorer. Basically, the overview dashboard is your landing page dashboard when logging into Cap Explorer. The overview dashboard has a really simple functionality. It introduces you to all the important KPIs of your network. So it basically tells you about the size of your network as well as the reach of your network and where your different stores are located. The dashboard in itself is similarly structured than any of the dashboards on the CAP Explorer. Normally it has headers for the different sections and then really important KPIs that give you deep dives on your retail media network. So first you can see the network in itself, and you can see here how many stores are in your network, how many screens, and how many smart trolleys. In this example, or in this demo example, you can see that we have 152 smart stores, and if you hover across the number, you can also get all the other important KPIs and some explanation on it. You can do this for every different KPI that you want, and you see that there are 753 screens installed in these 152 stores and 35,000 trolleys equipped with our tracking technology. Then in the next section, you can see where the stores are located. If you want to know a little bit more about each individual store, you can click on it and understand where the store is located through the zip code. If you want to interact a little bit more with the map, you can click on the zoom button and zoom in and understand the different regions. If you want to go back to the home screen of your map, you can click here and simply play around with all the functionalities of your map. Next is an overview of the campaigns that have run, that are live and that are planned. If you want to understand it a little bit more, you can hover across the total campaigns number, which tells you for the period that you are currently looking at how many planned campaigns you have, how many live campaigns, and how many completed campaigns. In addition, on the right, you will always see which of the campaigns are currently live. If you have a lot of campaigns that are live, the view will not have loaded all of them, but they are chronologically or alphabetically sorted to your liking. And then last but not least, you can see the impressions, meaning what is the total reach of your retail media network for the specific period. You can always see the period when hovering across the number, or you can see the period on the top right that you have selected. Now in our example, all the stores, all the 152 stores have reached 3 billion people or impressions throughout the period of the 1st of January 2022 to the 21st of November 2023. If you want to understand it a little bit better on an hourly level or on a daily level, you can scroll further down and see the data yourself. In this example for here, we had 311 million impressions at 11 for the respective period. If you want to deep dive on all of these KPIs or any of the KPIs, you can use the filters. For example, here I can decide I want to unselect all the stores except for the adaptable store and load it. Now I can see that my adaptable store had 19 million impressions for a certain period. So I would love to know how was it only for 2022. And I can use my slider here to do so. Now I know I reached 10 million people with my adaptable store in that specific time frame. These are basically all the functionalities of the overview dashboard. It really gives you just a quick overview of your retail media network and tells you a little bit about the performance of the stores in itself. Thanks for tuning in, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in this next section.